Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and welcome back to The Mandalorian. This time we're on Season 1, Episode 7, titled The Reckoning. Last time we had The Prisoner, Episode 6, The Prisoner, starring a whole star-studded ensemble cast. Good, like some actors I recognize here and there. And it was a bit more of like a Mandalorian-centric episode, like focusing a bit more on his history and his meeting his old crew and seeing what they were like. They were all assholes. They were all a bunch of jerks who wanted payback for what he did. He, set one of theirs up and then left him for dead and then left them behind and everything. So they wanted payback for that. And then by the end of it, he got his own sweet little revenge and set them all up and left them behind as prisoners on the prison carrier ship. And then called the rebel crew to blow up the other place as well. So that was fun. Bit of Baby Yoda playing a very, very scary game of hide and seek with the droid, voiced by Richard Ayoade. So it was a fun episode there. Just a bit of exploration on his history and seeing what his old crew was like and all that kind of jazz. And seeing that they were still holding a grudge. Had some nice a mix of drama and horror elements to it with some of the shots and the cinematography. It was a really fun episode. Very, very self-contained, which was cool. But yeah, I don't really know what else to really say. I mean, it didn't really advance the story so much as it did serve some more purpose for Mando's character himself. So that was really fun to see. So yeah, continuing the story of Mando and Baby Yoda, seeing where they get up to, seeing if they can actually find safe shelter for once, or if they're still doomed to roam the galaxy in Mando's ship. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got from episode 6. Episode 7, The Reckoning. Let's go. Cara! We get Cara back again! We get Cara back! Cara Dune! Oh, that's amazing! Oh, oh, that is good. That is good. Oh yeah, choke him out, that's it. Ah, now the connection severed.
Come back soon. I've been a lot of things since. Most of them carry a life sentence.
I would happily pay to let her kick my ass.
On a ship registered to the Republic.
I have a ship. You saw what happened on Sorgan.
He's just hanging upside down like a bat.
The kid will never be safe until the imp is dead.
Can he understand them?
Bringing him back there.
He can hear what they're saying, but can he understand them? Oh, it's Baby Yoda at the controls. Baby Yoda's at the controls. What are you doing? What are you doing?
We need someone to watch that thing.
Yeah.
You got anyone you can trust?
Yeah. Oh, the mechanic dude, yeah. The mechanic guy, yeah. I have spoken.
This one looks evolved. Too ugly. This one,
how
on the
dare
other
you?
hand,
He's beautiful.
looks like she was farmed in the...
Oh, he's got a droid.
Would anyone care for some
The IG-11 one from the beginning.
Lower your blast.
Oh, so he literally
You had to
taught
learn
it.
everything from scratch.
So he literally taught it to be a droid again.
This is something that cannot be taught with the twist of a spanner.
Oh.
It requires patience.
So literally like raising a baby. Literally like raising a baby.
Is it still a hunter?
No, but it will protect.
That is cool. That is a cool turn of the tables. It now protects the thing it was originally sent to destroy.
T.
Droids are not good or bad. They are neutral reflections of those who imprint them.
That's a fair
I've
point.
seen otherwise.
Do you trust me?
The Clone Wars.
From what I can tell,
The Clone Wars.
yes.
And the blurs will join me as well.
The blurgs?
I have spoken.
He has spoken. He has spoken. I love how well they build up to that line. Oh, they did an arm wrestle. They did an arm
Here to
wrestle.
double the bet?
Come on, Cara, you got this. You got this. Come on. Use those biceps of yours. Come on. Oh, he's gonna Baby! He's force choking her?
No, stop! We're friends. Kara is my friend.
That is not okay.
Friends.
Very curious.
Curious?
What it is, I don't know. But what it does,
Force
This-
sensitivity.
this I've heard rumors of.
The Force.
Do not cast doubt upon that of what I am.
Okay, that
Nor
droid's
whom
seeming a bit
I shall
suspicious.
serve.
Just a little bit. Yeah, that droid's seeming just a
Tell you
little
what.
suspicious now. Baby Yoda really tried to kill Kara? It's like, oh, you want to beat him in an arm wrestle? No, I will choke you to death.
Then perhaps this
This little odd wing is what all the fuss was about.
There we go, nice and easy. There we go.
Well, I'm glad
I don't
this
trust
matter will
anyone
be put
else
to
that touches
rest
him. I don't
once
trust
and
them.
for all. Three fine guild hunters along with that battle-hardened shock trooper will cut down anyone who bucks.
Yeah, she
How many will there be?
Nothing can go wrong.
Whoa! What the hell was that? Was that a space dragon? Do we have space dragons in this thing? In this universe? Oh, the plugs. No, not the plug. Oh, there we go. Good, nice. Took one down. Oh, Mando. There we go. We can heal him. Oh.
eat me.
Just hang in there, Greef. Hang in there. Oh, there we go. He's got force healing. Yeah. Oh, that took a lot out of him. Oh, crap. Whoa.
Plan was to kill you and take the kid. But after what happened last night, I couldn't go through with it.
It was a trap originally. It was a trap.
Go on, you can gun me down here and now. Let me take the child to him, and then you two
No.
No.
Let's just kill him and get out of here.
I'd say kill the client. Kill the client.
Right.
Yeah, you can't let the client live.
I will keep the child safe.
He has spoken.
Don't forget to cover your stripes.
Let's go.
Great. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Get Quill to look after the kid, and then they go in and take out every last Imperial in there. Great. Yeah, going up the stripes. Her biceps are still bulging though. Damn, these are different helmets. Those are very different helmets. Oh, I still got one blag left. He will protect that thing with his life. Yep, that same old seat.
I would like to see the baby.
Oh, crap.
It is asleep.
We all will be quiet.
Oh, the way the camera's shaking makes me all anxious.
You said 4.
Yeah, I was thinking there's more than 4 There's more than 4 people in that room. Fuck's sake, Greef, you had one job.
Moff Gideon.
Have they brought the child?
Yes, I have.
Moff Gideon.
You may want to check again.
Why? What's... Oh, he took the one shot. Who is that? Oh, Jesus. The droid's dead. Nope. Definitely not Mandalorians. Whoa. That's a firing squad. That's a firing squad of stormtroopers. Oh, crap. These are reinforcements. Yeah, that's a firing squad. Oh, loving that music.
It's bad.
Yeah. Come on, Quill. Tell me he can make it. No. Oh no, they're going after Quill. No. No, come on. Oh, can that blur go any faster? Can it really not go any faster? Who's this? Oh, it's Moff Gideon. It's Moff Gideon, I think. But who is it? Giancarlo Esposito!
You have something I want.
What?
Who's this guy?
You may think you have some idea.
Giancarlo Esposito in Star Wars?
But you do not.
Oh,
Back to
damn.
the ship yet.
Oh, Quill, he's so close, he's so close, he's so close, he's
Means
so close.
more to me than you will ever know.
Quill, are you there? Come in, Quill. Quill,
He
come in.
dropped the baby? No, they... Oh, no, they killed him.
Do you copy?
They killed him.
Quill.
Oh, no, Quill. Oh, Quill. No. God damn it. Oh, Deborah Chow, you mastermind. Oh, they killed Quill. God damn it. Ah. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. No, no. Oh, they killed Quill. That final shot. I thought he happened to just drop Baby Yoda or something, but no. They actually killed him. Oh, fuck. Fuckity fuck. Ah. This was big. This was a big one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this is the penultimate episode of the season, so I'm expecting big things in the finale. I'm anticipating big things in the finale. But yeah, for a penultimate episode, this was a big one. This jumped right back into the story. This took us to great heights. Yeah, so from the offset, Greef Karga's off. Oh, pardon me. Greef Karga's. Oh, that gas. Oh, great. Again, pardon me. Greef Karga's offer. From the offset. So kill the client, and he gets to keep Baby Yoda. It definitely sounded too gold to be true. It definitely sounded too good. It sounded too good to be true. It sounded like too much of a golden offer to ever be actually doable or achievable, or redeemable even. But yeah, I think he made a good point. He made a good point that, because of what Mando had done by giving them the bounty and then taking it back and then killing the stormtroopers and taking out the entire safe house. By doing that, he had he had kind of upped the kind of like notoriety of the place, and he had actually made them up the security. So the client took more and more control over that city. And wanted, he kept on sending hunters out to actually find the child and everything. So, yeah, it made sense. Obviously, Greef Karga wants his city back. But oh, god damn. But we had Cara Dune back. I was happy to see that. Anytime I could see Gina Carano in this or anything else, I'm happy. Gina Carano is amazing. She's amazing. So seeing Cara Dune back was a real gift. And she survived. I was hoping. I was like, it was the one thing I didn't want to say out loud in case I jinxed it by saying it. But I was internally kind of hoping to myself, like, please don't kill Cara. Please do not make her sacrifice herself or something, or please do not, let her take a bullet or let her die in some freak accident or whatever. Like, just don't kill Cara. Do not kill Cara Dune. I need Cara Dune around for the show to continue. So they didn't. She's a fighter. She's a fighter to her last breath, and it's exactly how we saw her back again. She was back on Sorgan. We didn't see the other woman. I can't remember what her name was. The other woman who was a widow with a son, the one that showed interest in Mando, and the one he helped, the one whose village he helped protect. We didn't see her, but we saw that she was back in that tavern, in that bar, and she was doing her own little she was fighting for money. And I don't know what it was. I think at first I thought it was some kind of technology her opponent had that allowed them to actually latch onto her and pull her forward. But no, it's actually like a thing to do with their fighting, like a little like a cable, like an electric cable that actually ties them to each other that they then, I think, I don't know if it's like, I don't know, because then, because then she only won the fight because she managed to sever the cable, but I don't know what happens, like, because like, she used it to choke him out, she used the cable to choke him out, but then, I don't know if that kind of pressure to the cable then severs the connection. I mean, it was clear there that the goal was to actually sever the connection, but then I don't know if that's also doable by actually beating the crap out of your opponent and then rendering their side of the cable unconscious or whatever. But yeah, she was doing her own fighting. She was fighting for money, and then she was brought back in by Mando on the opportunity to take out some Imperial dick bags. So she very, very quickly said yes. She very, very quickly jumped in on that offer. So Cara is back. So I'm happy to see. I'm looking forward to seeing her helping Mando fight his way out of the place. So that'll be cool. I can't believe Baby Yoda actually choked her. Like, that shocked me. Like, I think the camera zoom out showed that there were like hands in like battle, and then as it zoomed out more, you could see her like her bare skin, and then his armored arm and stuff, and then you could tell that, it was like an arm wrestle between the two. But then Baby Yoda looks at that, and then he just sees them both, like he just sees Mando fighting. Or like the majority of what he sees is Mando fighting. The majority of what he sees is Mando fighting people. And I think that's an added layer to that. I think it's a mixture between an added layer, but also like an enforced layer to their like a reinforced layer to their relationship, being like, he sees Mando as the guy that rescued him. He sees Mando as the person who rescued him and has kept him around. And he originally did give him away to the Empire, but then he actually took him back because he knew that this wasn't safe, this wasn't a good idea. So he took him back, and then he's been taking care of Baby Yoda ever since. I think Baby Yoda, he can process certain things. He can understand certain things visually. He can see when someone's in trouble. He can see when someone's in danger. Like with the Mudhorn, when the Mudhorn kept attacking Mando, and he used the Force to hold it up in the air and then just drop it back down again. So he can see stuff and understand that. But he can hear people talking, and then he can hear people talking, and he understands them. I think he does understand them because on the ship they were talking about the kid and actually handing him over and not handing him over, and actually what to do with that. And then he went back up and he actually started to screw around with the controls, trying to fly them away from the client and keeping them away from danger. So he can understand stuff. He's actually advanced. He's pretty advanced for 900 years old or 300 or 500. No, how long was it? 50 years old. He's pretty advanced for 50 of his species. So it's clear that he understands more than he actually lets on. He's not just like a cooey baby. He can actually understand stuff, and even visually. Instead of, I knew he was going to use the Force because he put his hand out like he usually does. But then I thought he was just going to push Kara's hand down and make her make Mando win that way. But no, this little dude actually goes for the full-on Force choke. Like, oh, you think you could beat my Papa Mando in an arm wrestle? No, I will choke you to death, and you will choke on your own fist. Like, that would have made more sense, actually pushing her arm down with the Force and then letting him win. But no, she goes for the full-on choke. Dude's extensive. I mean, he thinks. I think looking at that, he thinks his father is under attack. He thinks his dad's under attack. So he's helping him by taking out what he thinks is the enemy. Oh my god! That took me by surprise. That took me by total shock. I did not expect it. I did not expect a Force choke in the picture. The most I was expecting was like, oh yeah, he would just push her arm down and let him win. But no, he just taken her out of the game permanently. But damn, dude's got fight in him. The Baby Yoda's got some fight in him. We saw the Ugnaught, as we now know. I don't think up until now we've had any kind of name reference for Kuiil. We had a name for him now. He's called Kuiil, and his species is called Ugnaughts. So now we know that now he's not just the I have spoken guy. So yeah, so we had him back, and he had recovered the IG-11 droid, the droid that Mando had actually killed with a clean headshot. Kuiil managed to recover and resurrect. He rewired him completely, especially neurologically. He rewired him completely. But it was difficult, and it was difficult to the point where he literally had to teach him basic things. He had to actually teach him how to animate again, how to actually be animated, actually how to do things like picking up a cup and pouring some, like drink, and actually, dropping boxes and stuff. At first, he said it was like what he described as basically parenthood, like, actually raising a baby, teaching it to do stuff, teaching it to walk and talk, and teaching it not to do stuff as well, not to do dangerous things, and teaching it to do stuff properly. Like, he basically raised a droid. So it took him a while, I think. I mean, from the last time we saw him, I think it wouldn't have taken that long. Like, we last saw him in what? Episode 3, I believe, episode 3 or 4. So it's been like a couple of episodes since then, like a few episodes. So since then, well, I mean, I think he said it was in the aftermath of no. We saw him in episode 3, which was the sin. That was when he went back. That was when he got his stuff stolen, and he went back to So he said he recovered it from the wreckage that Mando left behind from that firefight they had before they recovered Baby Yoda. But then that would mean that he either recovered it after that episode, after the episode with the Jawas, or he recovered it before then, but he just didn't tell Mando. Yeah, because he knew how he felt about droids. So he knew that, Mando would actually try and kill it. So he actually kept it a secret, maybe, if he recovered it before then. If he recovered it before then, he just kept it hidden. And especially because he said, rewiring it wasn't an easy job. So, it was like a while before he actually managed to get it up and well again. So maybe when Mando actually came back, he had it just like stashed away in like a storage unit or something, just half completed or something. So then once Mando left, he got back to that as as his project, and then he brought it back to life. And then after that, Mando was gone. He wasn't really coming back anytime soon, so he had plenty of time to actually raise the droid. So he actually raised the droid. He recovered, rewired, and raised an IG-11 Hunter droid. So yeah, he claimed it no longer hunts, that he reprogrammed it completely, and now it only protects. But knowing Mando, he doesn't trust droids. He especially doesn't trust this one. But even before he met this one, he said he doesn't have a thing for droids. He doesn't trust droids. And we saw, I think I mentioned the Clone Wars. I did reference the Clone Wars back when he said that. So that was what my mind ran to, because of what the Clone Wars was. And to be frankly honest, off the top of my head, I could not explain Clone Wars besides from Order 66 and all that stuff going haywire. My mind is not nearly well versed enough in Star Wars lore to actually explain what that stuff was. But yeah, Clone Wars, I think it was in the movies a bit, right? It was in the prequel trilogy. It was in that Order 66, and then there's an actual animated series called the Clone Wars that I have yet to actually continue watching. But yeah, Clone Wars, I think that would be a good reason, I suppose. But then also because we've seen in the flashbacks, we've seen that it was actually droids that actually went around destroying his village. Droids destroyed his village, and then the Mandalorians found him. So that's also the deeper distrust. Droids killed his family, everyone he loved, everyone he knew, his home. So that's where the original deep-rooted distrust comes from. So it makes sense. But I mean, it also makes sense that he would not trust a droid that was originally intent on killing. That was originally sent to actually capture Baby Yoda, to kill Baby Yoda. Because I think, yeah, the droid said it was on the same bounty, but the droid jumped straight to killing. The client told Mando that I would understand if you killed him, if you killed the baby, because bounty hunting is a complicated profession. But proof of termination is also acceptable. But also, if you can capture him and bring it, then yeah. But then the IG-11 droid went straight to killing. There was no one else around, no other enemies around, just the baby and Mando, and then it just jumped straight to killing. So that kind of thinking, would it would understandably lead Mando to a further distrust of droids. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, then Quill resurrected and changed him. But I'm not gonna lie, there were some points where I was questioning, could he really be changed? Could the droid really be changed? Because he, especially when he came out on the ship, and then he looked at Kara, his head just turned, and his eye sockets turned to look at her, and there was those few minutes of tension and stuff. He was looking directly at her, into her soul and everything. So those kinds of moments kind of filled me with doubt. They definitely filled me with doubt and like kind of left me wondering, like, you know, can we really trust it? Can we really trust that droid? Like, is there not like a secret little wire, like a wiring in his head or something, like, you know, that just, you know, automatically leaves it kind of returning to its primitive thinking? I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, it's still alive. To my knowledge, it's still alive. It's on the ship, I think. But yeah, so that was that. But Queel. R.I.P. Queel. R.I.P. They killed him. They killed Queel. I really thought, I mean, when I saw Baby Yoda on the ground and then the trooper coming to actually pick it up again, I thought, you know, oh, maybe he dropped it, but then why would he drop it? Why would he just drop it and then leave it behind? But then, as time went on, and then they drove off and then the camera started to pan up again, I was like, no, because then we saw like there was a thing, like a hilt, like the hilt of a gun or something on the floor. And then it panned up, and I was like, "Oh no, they probably killed him." And then you see his body, like mouth open, and his body on the floor. And then, you know, a few paces behind him is the blurg he was driving. So they killed them both. But Queel, oh, he was such a good guy. He was such a genuinely good guy. He was helping the Mandalorian from day one. He was helping the Mandalorian, helped him traverse the plains, and helped him get to Baby Yoda in the first place. Then helped him get all of his parts back. And, you know, like, solidified that kind of working, you know, kind of friendship with him. And even in this one, he helped, you know, he actually took those orders, he protected Baby Yoda with his life, with his life, you know, even though now it just all went to shit. But I'm wondering, I mean, he must have heard, though, like, in those last minutes, he must have heard Mando saying, like, you know, they're on to us, just turn back and bring the baby to us now. He must have heard them, but then seeing that the ship was just right there, it was right there, even we saw it, the ship was right there. So he didn't really have much farther to go, but then they were quicker. He's on a blurg that's just barely running, and then they're on like speeders and stuff. You know, it's actually in the name, they're speeders. So I suppose it was only a matter of time. But yeah, Queel, R.I.P. R.I.P. to him. R.I.P. But yeah, I think I'd have to give hats off Deborah Chow. My God, she did a fantastic job on this episode. Hats off to Deborah Chow. Hats off to Deborah Chow. I think she did episode. Which episode did she do? She did another episode in this season too. I can't remember. I think it was episode 3. Was it? I think it might have been episode 3. I think it might have been, because I think episode 4 was done by Bryce Dallas Howard. I think. I'm not too sure. I think it was. I mean, Bryce Dallas Howard either did episode 4 or 5. So 3, I believe, must have been done by Deborah Chow. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it must have been done. Yeah, but seeing Deborah Chow, like, you know, like the last episode she did, I loved it. So seeing Deborah Chow's name in the credits for this made me really happy. Like she like this episode was just all up here. The stakes were all up. And she really delivered on like the tension and the drama and, like, you know, just how worrisome this episode is meant to be for people, like for audiences, and how high the stakes are and just how dramatic everything is and what could happen. And that ending as well, she nailed the ending, like leaving on that kind of a note, like, you know, or like, you know, like Mando and Greef and Cara, they're all trapped in the bar. They've got like a firing squad and like over a dozen stormtroopers and Moff Gideon behind them. I'll get to that in a minute. But they're trapped behind that. And like, I think the shot came from behind for Greef Karga. The shot definitely came from behind for Greef Karga, but then the firing squad are already outside. They were just unleashing hell. They were just unleashing a hellstorm of laser bolts on the bar. So then they took out basically everyone else. The other stormtroopers, the droid bartender, they just took out everyone. But yeah, Deborah Chow, just hats off to you, madam. Hats off to you. You did a fantastic job at this. I do wonder if they had her directing the finale too. I would be ecstatic if she directed the finale too. I would be ecstatic, but she did a fantastic job on this, and I can't wait to see what she does in season 2. I think she's also the one in charge of the Obi-Wan series, right? I think so. I think she's also credited with doing the Obi-Wan series, so I'm looking forward to that too. But yeah, Deborah Chow, just hats off. She's gold. But yeah, Moff Gideon, Giancarlo Esposito. I did not see that one coming. I did not see that coming. I think they teased us quite a bit because I think I couldn't tell. It was like another Ming-Na Wen situation. Like, you know, when her hologram popped up, it was closer and it was clearer. It was like a wider display, so I could actually tell. You know, I could see her face and stuff, and you know, she's beautiful. I'd recognize her anyway. So yes, I recognized her. But it was like a similar hologram tease to that. But Moff Gideon's one, it was like a smaller one. Like, he's a much narrower guy. Well, I mean, his character is much narrower, so it was kind of hard to tell. And with the face, especially, it was like it was a much smaller hologram, so it was farther away. But I was like, I feel like I recognize that face, but I'm not sure. So I was like, okay, I'll give it some more time. And then the big TIE fighter lands, and someone comes out, and then the way that's shot again, like, you know, the introduction of Moff Gideon, Deborah Chow did a great job with that kind of cinematography. Like, you know, the TIE fighter lands behind a dozen armed stormtroopers, and, you know, that kind of introduction is like, you know, got a few teasing shots here and there too. Like, even when he's walking past them, you can see his face for like split-second glimpses before, like, that kind of field of view is obscured by another stormtrooper taking aim. Like, you know, he's walking through a crowd of them, and then by the end of it, the camera pans up, and you actually see his face finally, and it's like, oh, it's Giancarlo Esposito. So yeah, I think I've seen him in bits of Breaking Bad. I've seen him in bits. I haven't actually. I've watched very little of that show, but I have seen him. I have seen his character in clips online of Breaking Bad, and he's in the new Far Cry 2. He's coming in Far Cry 6. He's going to be a character in Far Cry 6. Whether he's a playable character, I don't know. I doubt it, but he is going to be in Far Cry 6. And overall, he's just a really cool guy. He's a really cool actor. So, so I'm anxious to see what he does in Star Wars. Just bringing all these names into Star Wars too, like Pedro Pascal, Gina Carano. You know, I think the guy who plays Greef Karga is like a well-known actor too. And the guy who plays the client, Werner Herzog. And Nick Nolte. I know he's people have been talking a lot about him since he was introduced. And, you know, obviously, like, again, Giancarlo, and there's another person, forgetting the fucking name now. There's another guy that I remember seeing in the show that I'm forgetting now. There's on the tip of my tongue. I can't. Okay, it's gone. I can't. As soon as I remember who, like, you know, like what he was, I think I can't remember which episode. But like, there was a guy like another actor I recognized. There's like as a fairly big name. But yeah, that's cool. And then Ming-Na as well. She was brought into this. So just seeing all these names as well. I think, you know, Jon Favreau being the creator, he knows he knows and admires all of the actors that he's bringing into this show. He knows that, you know, they admire this universe, they admire this kind of story, they admire everything about this, and they've got talent. They're talented, they're skilled actors, so they can pull off this kind of heavy sci-fi kind of drama. And, you know, obviously when the show was first shown through the trailer and actually announced, like, you know, like the kind of vibe everyone got was like a sci-fi western. So bringing in all these people to execute that, like, you know, everyone involved so far, for me, everyone involved so far has very, very well, you know, done a good job of actually executing that kind of vision for this show and for this season. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how it all culminates. But yeah, Giancarlo Esposito, seriously cool to see him. Seriously cool to see him, and seeing Moff Gideon. So I'm excited, and the fact that he's playing an Imperial guy too is an interesting choice. But I have no doubts he'll play a good villain. Hopefully he survives. I'd love to see more of him. Beyond the finale, and I think that is also a hint that he'll be in season 2. It's also a hint that he'll be in season 2, because you can't bring in someone as intimidating, like, you know, like Moff Gideon. Like he shows up first as a hologram, and then he actually comes in like a badass TIE fighter entrance. And then, you know, he obviously comes up and he has this whole firing squad and a dozen stormtroopers behind him. You can't introduce him like that only to kill him off in the finale. So I have high hopes that he'll actually be in season 2 and he will survive and pass on to that. So we shall see. We shall see how it all culminates and how it all goes. But yeah, that was that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. Super duper episode. Super duper duper fun episode. Can't wait to see how this story culminates in the finale. And then season 2, I don't know if it's been announced, but I think a trailer is meant to be coming this year. So I think maybe that means that season 2 might only be released either the end of this year or maybe next year. Like, because a lot of TV shows are returning next year. A lot of TV shows are returning in 2021. So yeah, see, I mean, this show like aired earlier this year. I mean, yeah, this show kind of conjoined between the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. So I think I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if in December of this year, season 2 actually got released or aired or whatever. But yes, you know, as long as it's also shared between Disney Plus UK and US, then I'm happy. I'm happy as soon as I can actually do it. Because that was the big thing. I do wish that there are times I do wish that, you know, I'd actually, you know, because like as soon as the Mandalorian aired, right, Baby Yoda exploded all over the internet. So that was like, you know, it was like I was okay with it because, you know, I wasn't the only one being spoiled. Like a lot of people were finding out about it. A lot of people were actually, you know, expressing interest in it and actually, you know, kind of, not to sound mean, but kind of suffering the same fate. But yeah, that kind of took away the fun from it. So I think finding out about Baby Yoda like firsthand, just, you know, I've seen other people's reactions to it. I've seen other people's like American reactions to it, and just seeing their minds be blown by Baby Yoda's presence is just, you know, it's very, very relatable. Very relatable, and it's very, very awesome to see. So season 2, you know, hopefully we can all get it at the same time. We can all enjoy it at the same pace and everything. But yeah, season 1 has been great. Season 1 has been great. I want to thank you guys personally for actually supporting the reaction to the season 2. So hopefully we can all enjoy season 2 together and enjoy whatever blast the finale of this season might be as well. But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got. So that was The Mandalorian, season 1, episode 7, titled The Reckoning. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment and what you thought of the episode, and what you think is coming up next time. What you think is coming up in the finale, and what you thought of this episode too. And all that's happened so far in this season. The uncut reaction, for those of you who want it, will be up on Patreon, so you can go check that out there. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys next time.